भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. In order to explain a single concept, there are different words. There are different languages to express our own feelings alike. In Sanskritam, there are few words. Shivam is the one, Saundaryam or Sundaram. These are all the different words to explain the same concept. If we analyze these words, Saundaryam, in English it is called beauty. If at all we analyze this word beauty or Saundaryam, what is this beauty? Someone said, some philosopher said, beauty is nothing but orderliness. If the audience are seated in rows and columns very neatly, someone says, oh, this is beautiful. If the clothes are on top of the body tightly, it is called beauty. If anything in order is called beauty. These 20 minutes we have chanted the Shloka Sangraha, the collection of Jnana Yoga Shloka Sangraha, which basically asks or demands us to identify something, either it is beauty or orderliness or anything which is already installed well in every system. And the same beauty is also called as system. We all have the human anatomy. Anatomy has various systems. So when it is working very neatly, very orderly, then it is called beauty. Otherwise, it's going here and there. So any beauty is nothing but the orderliness. This beauty is identified by our ancestors and said, you can bring the beauty if at all you follow some order. If we see the nature, it's already beauty. Don't we recognize the orderliness or the beauty in the nature? Yes, it's already there. Then it is become ugly when a human mind interrupts. When the human mind intervenes some integrated system. So we have here in Prashanti Kuttaram integrated approach of yoga therapy. Yoga is not only treated as one of the aspects of a therapy, but also an integrated method. It is not only enough if we practice asanas and eat well and do exercise, everything. It's not only Shanno Bhavatvaryama Shanna Indro Brihaspatihi Shanno Vishnurkramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmamavatu Tadvaktaramavatu Avatu Mam Avatu Vaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. In Indian tradition, many scholars consider the greatest philosophers we had was Vyasa Maharshi. The name itself signifies what did he do. Vyasa Vedan Vyasyati iti Veda Vyasa. The other extended version of the name Vyasa is Veda Vyasa. Why was he called Veda Vyasa? Because he divided. The whole knowledge lump was all together, and Veda Vyasa did split all the knowledge source into 4 streams. Not Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Raja Yoga, but as Rigveda, Yajurveda, Atharva Veda and Samaveda. So these are the 4 Vedas, 4 streams of knowledge. According to the nature of these sentences, he divided into 4. All the Rigveda mantras are very much poetic. Yajurveda mantras are like prose. Samaveda is nothing but the poem sung in different way. And Atharva Veda is a collection of all these 3 categories. And one more added component in Atharva Veda is to nourish the society. So anything we want to implement in our society, we should go to Atharva Veda. So Atharva Veda mantras are like, there are some suktas, Garbhopanishad and Ganapati Upanishad and Vrikshopanishad, and how to maintain the society. So all the social orders, highest social orders are collected in Atharva Veda. So these are the 4 streams of Vedic knowledge divided into 4 headings. So what is this greatest philosophy? What is there in this? Why do we consider again Veda Vyasa as a greatest philosopher? Because he did not only divide the Vedas, but he also brought out the knowledge in the Vedas in different ways. The later section of the society could not understand the Vedic knowledge as it is, because Vedic knowledge requires a higher intellect to understand each and every word. So the society came later, did not understand well the Vedic knowledge. So Veda Vyasa gave another set of scriptures to understand the Vedas. So what is that? We have in Vedanta, we have 3 categories: Shruti Prasthana, Smriti Prasthana and Nyaya Prasthana. These are the 3 prasthanas. As we know, Shruti Prasthana is not created, not authored, not written by anybody. Vedas are direct flow of the knowledge into the space. And the second category is Smriti Prasthana. It is the simple word, Smriti Prasthana. Smriti is nothing but Smaranam. What is Smaranam? Remembering or the memory. Memory is called Smriti. So Veda Vyasa remembered the core part of the Vedas and gave in other way writing Bhagavad Gita. So as we chant, as the Bhagavad Gita is a collection of 700 shlokas, it is not exactly conversation between Krishna and Arjuna, because the chanting of whole Bhagavad Gita takes 2.5 hours. So imagine, have a common sense. Oh, did all the warriors in battlefield of Kurukshetra waited until the conversation between Krishna and Arjuna waited for so long? No, they did not. Then what is this concept? It is all the creation, it is the creativity of Vyasa Maharshi, that the conversation which was only for a few minutes, he elaborated so long that can appeal every section of every society. So this Bhagavad Gita knowledge is not only the scriptures of Hindus, so Hindus only should read and implement the social order, nothing like that. So whatever the knowledge available in the Vedas, he took a situation, he took a context of a great battlefield and tried to elaborate in detail for betterment of every society. So we chant these four streams of yoga, Karma Yoga, Raja Yoga, Bhakti Yoga and Jnana Yoga, these are again condensed set of shlokas from whole Bhagavad Gita. Whole Bhagavad Gita is not only of 18 verses into 4. Bhagavad Gita has 700 shlokas. All the 700 shlokas are divided into 18 chapters. Each chapter is called yoga. What is yoga? The common definitions of yoga is yoga karma sukosham. Today we chanted yoga chittavritti nirodha, that is the presentation of Patanjali Maharshi. Samatvam yoga uchyate again in Bhagavad Gita. There is one more definition of yoga, tam vidya dukkha sanyoga viyogam yoga samhitam, which is not popular. Permanent detachment, eternal detachment from the attachment of dukkha is yoga. That is the definition in one of the other chapters. So there are many definitions of yoga, and somewhere we find some manah prashamanopaya yoga in Yoga Vasishtha, and there is another definition, tam yogamiti manyante sthiramindriya dharanam. The mastery over all the indriyas is also yoga according to Kathopanishad. So there are various definitions of yoga. Considering all the definitions of yoga, each chapter of Bhagavad Gita is termed as yoga. So first chapter itself is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. So what is Vishada? It is nothing but the cry. It is the melancholy. It is the grief that Arjuna had. Then another philosopher came and asked, oh, do you consider even the cry is also as yoga? A commentator said yes. Because when we call anything as yoga, because the method or the approach in order to remove or annihilate any kind of dukkha is yoga. So he cried, Arjuna cried. Why did he cry? Because he had a strong feeling of entire humanity belongs to me. All the warriors standing in front of me are my own family members, my own grandparents, my own kith and kins. How can I kill them? So he started crying. Yes, this is also yoga, because he said, how can I kill my own gurus? How can I kill my own parents? So any scripture in our tradition belongs relevant when we are in that situation. Many people consider all this Mahabharata, Ramayana and all the scriptures, Bhagavata, it is cock and bull stories. Because they did not confront any situation like that. You can ask great army chiefs when they wage war, and later census, you go and ask, do you feel very happy after fighting this? No. They feel guilty sometimes, because innocent people are killed. So is the case with Arjuna. He cried. And any scripture, unlike Bhagavad Gita, will be relevant when it is taken in the practical manner, when it is applied. Every sentence of Bhagavad Gita can be applied in one or the other situations of our own life. But since we do not know, we did not read the Bhagavad Gita, we say, oh, it is some philosophy, somebody will read, some traditional people will read and leave out. It is not the case. Any scripture you take, it has the relevance, it has its own role to play in everybody's life. So it is our own responsibility to take anything. Bhagavad Gita was studied and translated. This is the one of the scriptures in the world which was translated into every language of the world. Why? Because it has the relevance. It is practical and it can be applied in day-to-day life. So this is the session in Prashanti Kutiram. We gather, we chant 4 streams of yoga. Since there is no time to read all 700 shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, we listed out, dividing them into Karma Yoga, Raja Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga. The final one is Samarasya Shloka Sangraha, because we identify the common factor in all these 4. So this this session should be utilized to observe our own lives, our own way of living the life, and how any sentence, how any scripture can be applied in our own life. So I request everybody to sit straight, close our eyes, remember one or the other sentence from any scripture you studied. One of the shlokas is Karmanyevadhikaraste. I have the right to perform the action. I have the duty to bring the skillfulness in any action I do. I do things with deepest awareness. Let us have a glance on the routine, the structure. If we are the participants of Arogya Dhamma, we are given the classes from morning till evening. If we are the students, we are in many classes. How do I apply Karmanyevadhikaraste? If we are responsible for some or the other work, how do I apply Karmanyevadhikaraste? That Namaskara mantra will end with the Shanti mantra. Inhale. Asato